If you're traveling to LA, you've got two things circled on your map. The beach in Beverly Hills, it's the ultimate symbol of fame and fortune. You see the mansions, the manicured lawns, and the designer bags, and you think, this is the life. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth. Beverly Hills isn't really a functioning city, it's an open-air, multi-billion-dollar museum built for performance. And the actual experience of living, visiting, or even driving through it is way more complicated than Pretty Woman ever let on. Let's dive into the 10 biggest truths they don't talk about in the travel guides. Truth 1, it's a separate nation, not a neighborhood. Biggest misconception about Beverly Hills is that it's just a fancy neighborhood in LA. It's not. It's its own independent, full-service city, a sovereign little bubble entirely surrounded by Los Angeles. They have their own police department, BHPD, fire department, and city government. This is why their services, their street cleaning, landscaping, and public safety response times are top tier. They pay for exclusivity and they get it. The self-governance is what drives the cost of living 215% higher than the national average. Truth 2, the gated gardens of the rich, the divide. The physical geography of Beverly Hills clearly delineates who lives where. South of Santa Monica Boulevard is generally more dense, with condos and smaller luxury apartments. Flats? Santa Monica to Sunset are the famously flat, perfect grid streets with sprawling single-family mansions. This is where the old money lives. North of Sunset, the Hills is the truly unattainable tier. Massive compounds hidden behind gates on winding roads. These homes are designed to be invisible to you. Truth 3, Rodeo Drive is 90% museum, 10% shopping. Rodeo Drive is the iconic centerpiece, but it operates more as a visual spectacle than a functional retail hub. You can walk down the street and see stores like Bijan, but you literally need an appointment just to enter. The whole area is built to be filmed. The people actually buying the bags are rarely tourists. They are high net worth individuals who often use a private entrance or shop entirely online. It's a luxury set piece for Instagram. Truth 4, the culture of privacy and paparazzi. Living here means giving up a major part of your anonymity. The moment you walk into a trendy Beverly Hills restaurant, you are potentially being watched. This area is the feeding ground for paparazzi. This is why the truly famous residents rarely frequent the famous tourist spots. They prefer places in the hills or private members clubs where they can guarantee no public contact. The famous people you do see are often doing it deliberately for publicity. Truth 5, the hidden traffic nightmare. You'd think a city of just 35,000 residents would have manageable traffic. You'd be wrong. Beverly Hills sits right in the middle of LA's west side, meaning huge regional arteries like Wilshire, Olympic, and Santa Monica Boulevard cut right through it. During peak hours, these beautifully paved streets turn into pure, slow-moving gridlock. The only people traveling fast are those cutting through residential streets, which local police are constantly trying to crack down on. Truth 6, it's older and less diverse than you think. The population demographics are far different than the young, trend-setting image the media projects. Beverly Hills has a surprisingly high median age, around 47.7, with a significant percentage of the population being senior citizens. It is not nearly as diverse socioeconomically or racially as surrounding LA neighborhoods like West Hollywood or Mid-City. The community is predominantly white, non-Hispanic, although it has a significant and growing Asian population. Truth 7, the lack of casual vibe. Unlike Santa Monica or Venice, which have a laid-back, come-as-you-are vibe, Beverly Hills is always high effort. There are a few truly casual, affordable coffee shops or bars where you can just hang out in a t-shirt and sweats. Everything feels like it requires a certain level of polish. Even the simplest errands feel premium. The lack of affordability pushes out the kind of relaxed, everyday culture that gives a city soul. Truth 8, the city of trees and hedges. The city is famous for its lush, green look, but that perfection requires a massive investment of labor and resources. Every tree, every hedge, and every flower bed you see is meticulously maintained by an army of gardeners and city workers. Residents are famous for their gigantic, privacy-ensuring hedges. These aren't just aesthetic, they are a sign of wealth and a tool for creating total isolation from the public street view. Truth 9, the lima bean origin. The glamour you see today is built on a ridiculously humble and failed start. Beverly Hills was originally a Spanish rancho that was famously used as a huge lima bean farm in the late 19th century. Furthermore, the developers who founded it in the early 1900s actually bought the land to drill for oil. When they failed to strike oil, they pivoted to developing a high-end residential area using the name Beverly Hills to evoke luxury. The history of this place is basically a real estate gamble that paid off. Truth 10, the secret history of exclusivity, covenants. When Beverly Hills was founded, its high price tag wasn't the only barrier to entry. The developers initially used racial restrictive covenants written into property deeds, explicitly barring non-white and non-Christian people from owning or renting property in large sections of the city. While legally unenforceable today, this history is crucial context for understanding why the city has remained so demographically uniform for so long. The economic barrier, the astronomical cost of entry, has served as a modern, effective barrier, ensuring the city's exclusivity endures. The truth about Beverly Hills is that it's less of a place and more of a meticulously crafted image. It's a city of immense wealth, profound privacy, frustrating traffic, and a stunning but highly curated aesthetic, built on a history of intentional exclusivity. It's great to visit, but only because the residents spend millions to make it a perfect backdrop for your camera. It's the most beautiful bubble in the world, and that's the reality you need to know before you visit. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell buttons. Peace.